Hey there, do you ever have one of those days? It's Thursday and I don't know what makes everything often just go crazy today, but I was having fun putting Brenda's card number 3 ready for her virtual stamp party, and I wanted to kind of flip-flop these hostesses that I can give some samples to you guys, some inspiration for cards that are featuring products from the brand new annual catalog, and yet touching base with those that have or that are still in the mini catalog. And so since I kind of have been doing 2 in 1, and today's Brenda's 3rd card already, and I'm like, okay, so today I'm getting out the mini, and I had some things that I wanted to go with, and today you're going to get 2 cards. I'm going to make 2 cards, but if you order from her party, you're going to get one of these 2, but I'm going to try and make 2 cards today for you. So this is kind of like that shabby chic kind of busy look there, and then here's a soft little cute look there too. So I'm going to show you how using almost the same products can give you that same, or excuse me, such different looks. Hi there, Carol and Lois and Tori and Joyce. So I had things like I was losing things, things were sticking things, I was putting cards on the wrong way on the card front, and then I ended up putting, sticking something down on a piece of scratch paper or like scrap cardstock, and it's just like, oh my goodness, these cards, I just want to call it quits today. And it's like, no, I want to give you guys some inspiration. I'm going to do it no matter what. So hopefully my demo here goes much better than my 2-hour prep getting to it. So let me make sure that my iPad's working. I'll get that set down and I'll show you the cards because they always look a lot better facing the right way so you can read what's actually on there. So here we go. So there's Brenda's name, so you know that it's her party that I'm working on here. All right, so here again, soft. I've been seeing these cute little ladybugs in pink, and I'm like, oh, that would be so fun to put with this cute kind of soft abstract beauty designer series paper. And then I'm like, but what if we use the abstract designer series paper that had kind of that edgier look to it with more gold embossing on there, and then just change up the ladybug and such. I tell you, I had so many different clouds punched out and ladybugs just punched out of cardstock, stamped with ink on white, and just all sorts of different things going on here. So I hope that that isn't always your case. I often think it is, though, that everybody has those little scraps and pieces as they try and make things come together. Hi there, Pam. So where things are coming from, for the most part, I think they're all coming from the mini catalog here. So the Hello Ladybug bundle, that's on page 20. Many of you have already got that. So you're like, yep, set. And these make great hello cards and just like friendship cards too. So that's where that is at. And then the fun paper, the Abstract Beauty, that is from page 49, and actually 48 too has all the great samples. 49 has the accessories kind of that I'm working with. There's more details on the following page too, but all I'm using today from that is the fun paper here, designer series paper, and then those abstract hexagon adhesive backed hexagons. So like, once again, just to kind of give you an overall look, there's just a lot of different looks with kind of the theme being there's always a little bit of gold embossing coming through on some of this. Like, even this alone is really fun. So I'm going to use about 4 different patterns from here today, which probably didn't help my brain. I felt like I had all the stuff going on, and then my phone, as I went to go live, I even had like 8 tabs that I had to close out on, which made my brain go, yeah, this is how I feel today. And then this is the back side here. So so here we've got kind of the fun, like festive look, and here we've got like the tamed down look. This is where I want to be. I want to be tamed down. Thanks, Tori. Okay, so we've got that. And then Bragworthy, I just think this is just kind of a fun little whimsical stamp set. And so those of you that know Brenda, she's so sweet. And when I saw this saying, I'm like, this is so Brenda. This saying is, I'm here for you. Seriously. try to get rid of me, just try. And I'm like, that is so her. Like, she would be there to help anyone, and you couldn't get rid of her because she would want to help. So I thought that was really just a fun saying out of the stamp set to go with it. So that's where I wanted to tie some things in, and that's on page 55 of the mini catalog. And so yeah, so it'll be fun to see which one of these two that you like. Tori already said that she liked both. Like, I almost feel if I put them side by side that they almost clash, even though it's kind of the same layout and such. Hi there, Rosina. Okay, so I'm going to see. I think what I'm going to do is kind of just do each step on each card at the same time. And with that, I don't have any cutting from my cut and emboss machine, which is really nice, but I am going to do some cutting with my trimmer. So to let you know, the cute paper here, it comes in the package already just 4 inches wide by 6. So all I have to do is just trim it down to 5 1/4 so that I have my standard kind of layering mat of 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to do that with both pieces, and I like to just point that out because it is kind of a different size. Usually our papers come in 6 by 6 or 12 by 12. So for these being 4 by 6, it makes it a little different, and I'm sure I'm going to save these pieces because I'm sure I'll find something fun to do with those later. So that's my trimming. I can set that aside, and now these 2 pieces are going to be ready to go on the card bases. So I'm just going to layer those right away to get those on there and going. So this is going to be kind of our edgy one here. And the card bases are both, that's what I think is kind of interesting about this too. The card bases are both the Blushing Bride. So we've got that like so. Okay, so we've got that going cutesy and edgy. Okay, and then next I think I want to build my my ladybug. So I'm going to open up Blushing Bride, and with that I'm going to need my white piece of cardstock, and that to me turned out to be kind of my best option for stamping for the soft look here. So this is gonna kind of be stamped, or punched I should say, upside down. I wanted those little tentacles, and those have to actually be pretty close to the edge. So I'm just gonna kind of go like so, because I know when I was putting together my sample, if it wasn't close, that kind of just tapped against the edge there. So I can put this back, and here's my punch. So here's the Ladybug Punch. So I'm going to need 2 different ladybug bodies. So I love being able to just stamp this out and then feed that in. I'm really paying attention to those little cute antennae because I don't want to chop those off. So I want to make sure that those get centered in there. Whoops, nice and easy. So that's what's nice about stamping first and then punching. So you have that really nice, easy look there. And then I'm going to grab some black cardstock here and just punch out the other ladybug body there, just out of black cardstock. Now for the wings, the paper that comes from that Abstract Beauty, hey there Kay, has some really fun gold stripes on there, and just some black and white polka dots. So for this, I'm just going to feed this into the side, and I think it's so fun how those stripes are like perfect for like a ladybug, or if you wanted it to look like a bee, and bee, you think of the little stripes on there, so that's good. And now for my soft looking one, I'm going to take on this one, we have these bright gold polka dots, but I want the soft look here of the Blushing Bride with a little white polka dots on this. So totally different looks, but all coming from that same paper pattern, which I think is really interesting how you can get all the different looks there from that. So to attach the wings here, I'm just going to use my glue dots, which are always my best friend for projects like this. And I'm just going to take a couple glue dots here and here like so, and then just put that on there like a little cape. So I've got that one. How cute is that? And then I'm going to take the same thing here. Yeah, I wasn't sure like if you guys would be like bored, but I thought, oh, if I can get the cards to come out pretty quick, then you can see how two different looks are made and kind of my reasoning behind it too. So yeah, I feel like this one has a superhero cape of stripes on there, gold stripes. I'll just kind of fluff those up like so. And now those ladybugs are ready to go. And then it's just a matter of getting some clouds. So for my soft cloud, I want the, let's see, actually, I think I already have black ink on here, so I'm going to do black ink. I'm going to do that one first. Okay, so that saying that I said was really, so like Brenda, I'm here for you, seriously, just try to get rid of me, just try. I'm going to ink that up in black ink, like so, and then I'm just going to do a quick clean of that stamp so it's cleaned off and ready to do the next color, which is going to be light pink. So definitely want to get that cleaned. And so for my darker card here, I'm going to just punch that out with the cloud punch. And I love how that just fits in there perfect. And I kind of liked, I played around with different dies, and you should have seen all the different dies I had, but they were almost too square, too rectangular, too shaped. And I needed something that really wasn't a shape on that. So that just kind of, I thought, fit that so well. Oh, thanks, Pam. It's kind of fun to see what you guys like, and I love it when your lists come through. That's great to hear. So same stamp, I'm just going to stamp that out now in Blushing Bride, which is the same as that card base color here. And then that obviously will fit right in there perfectly too. So I've got that. And then I just need now some color to bring in. For the pink, I'm just going to do a little bit more of the Blushing Bride to coordinate that. And now the fun thing about this being a little bit brighter and embossed with that gold, I'm going to bring in some of our gold foil here and just give that a punch here for my cloud. And I thought that was what made this card finally come together. Anytime I tried to add pink, it was too soft and it just wasn't coming together, didn't look right. And so now I'm ready to just kind of build the card now by layering everything on there. So I'm going to flip over my Seriously Cloud sentiment here on both of these. Lots of dimensionals here to get that all put on there like so. And then assembly should be pretty easy. So now that I'm to this point and seeing it come together so much easier for you guys than it originally did for me, I'm glad that I chose to do both cards at the same time versus trying to pick one over the other. All right, and this too, there's some spaces in here that have more white, and I kind of like how that kind of fills in some of that just white space there. So just going to kind of put that on there like so. And originally I thought, oh, that pink would be kind of fun on here, but I'll kind of show you even what that pink looked like. And it's okay and everything, but I just felt like it kind of just got washed out, and the black just really popped and it made it look really fun. So then we go for the colored, different colored clouds, bringing that in. And so like I said, again, that's Blushing Bride for the pink card, and then gold for the embossed card here. So I'm just going to kind of lay that on here on each side for now. I don't know if you guys do that. It's like, okay, I'm just going to lay it there with dreams that if it needs to be moved around in a little ways, it's still going to work to move it around if I need to. And then just 2 more dimensionals for each of my ladybugs. Okay. So if you have friends like this too, I think it's always interesting. I think we all have like, oh, I know who I'd send that card to. And you might have names for like the pink card, and you might have names for the bolder card. And so it's kind of nice to see that. Okay, so here I wanted kind of the the ladybug to kind of just hover over that, and then also catch like a little glimpse of that other cloud like so, which that one did. Thank you, Kay. And then same here, I just kind of want to hover over that, getting kind of a leaf on there, and then touching base on that cloud too, making sure that the cloud's not crooked. All right, so now we've got the meat of the cards all done. And then for accessorizing, I could do the same accessories for both cards. So that it shouldn't be surprising, because the adhesive back hexagons were meant to coordinate with this paper, but as different as they kind of look, I was still surprised that this kind of worked as well as it did. So for that, I'm going to do, let's see. Yeah, I chose to do all green on here since there was just a lot of pink with the clouds and the Ladybug Punch and such. So I'm going to use one of the larger of the adhesive backs. So they come in the 3 colors, the basic black, and then the Blushing Bride, and then I think this is just Jade. And so then with that, there's also 3 different sizes too. So there's a nice variety in here. So that just kind of adds a whole nother kind of texture and shape, which there's a lot going on, which is nice. So it looks like it fits right in. And then I'm just going to take the medium one, kind of put that over here, and then the small one and put that over here. So we have that. And now for this one, I wanted to do more with the black and just give that a more bold statement. And then I wanted to pull in a little bit of pink, just a little one, and then a tiny little black up on there. And I thought that was a good combination for that card for accessorizing. I did think, like, should we pull in some ribbons or different things? I had like a black ribbon, I had some white, just different things in pinks. And this one I decided just should be left alone just because of everything going on. I thought there was enough. So that's going to be just left alone for the front of that. Now for this one, this isn't a great match, but I like how it turned out. So in the New Horizons suite of products, there's that pink and blue, like the Misty Moonlight that just retired, and the Petal Pink, that combination. You can still get this even though the color technically is retired. You can't get any more of the cardstock or different things, but these accessories are still in the mini catalog. And this isn't the same color pink, but I was so surprised at how cute it looked with it. Usually stuff like this kind of makes me cringe if I'm off on colors a little bit, but I thought it kind of just popped in a fun way. And so I was really glad that this worked out to put this soft cotton ribbon here on this card. And so after stressing out about these cards and getting them ready, I was like, okay, I kind of like how that one eventually turned out with that ribbon there. I'm just going to trim it a little bit shorter. I think it looks cuter when this one's trimmed a little bit shorter. Okay, and yet a little bit. I look at the other one. Oh my goodness. Don't trust me to cut your hair. I keep looking at the other side and going, okay, it should be shorter. Now I've got strays and threads and shreds. Okay, got that. So I think just adding that ribbon there is kind of an extra little soft touch on there. So Joyce likes the DSP. Lois says she likes both of them. So yeah, it's always interesting to know who likes what, the soft or the bold or whatever. Now for the insides, I'm going to do the same exact thing for those cards. And from the Ladybug stamp set, the Hello Ladybug, it has "You Can Bug Me Anytime." And I thought that paired so well with the Bragworthy stamp set. Seriously, I'm here for you. You can bug me anytime. It ties in with the Ladybug. So I thought that was really, really fun. And you probably could flip-flop the sentiments, you know, having this on the front in the cloud, but I thought that the seriously, as big as that kind of stamps out, it just fit and filled that cloud so well. So I'm like, okay, that's how I wanted that to be. And so I'm leaving that, and just gonna tack on a little bit here of adhesive to put that on the inside like so. And I thought about doing black ink for the inside of this card. But yet when you open it, what you're going to see is, you know, just kind of that Blushing Bride pink inside. So I thought, oh, the pink's kind of nice to kind of just soften the look for the inside as well. And it's a nice pink, the Blushing Bride, so it's very easy to read. It's not too light that it's going to be hard to see because it's too light. So there's Brenda. She just hopped on. She's my hostess. So I'm finishing up your cards, Brenda. And thanks, Pam. She thinks both are amazing. I don't know. So there, like I said, I've made 2 different styles of cards, and when you place your minimum order to order through Brenda's Party, you'll get one or the other from me, and not both of them, but I thought it was just kind of fun to show you different looks like that. So if I got a cute little soft card like that in the mail, I'd love it. If I got the bold one too, I'd be like, oh, that's really fun too. So not like bragging, but I just couldn't pick a favorite. And looking at the time, I'm like, I think this worked out pretty well to do both of them and not take up too much of your time watching. All right. Oh, and Brenda likes them both too. So it's been fun to put together the 3 cards for Brenda's virtual party. And I was actually gonna do something tulipy for my last card for Brenda, because Brenda, like I said, she's so sweet. We had talked about how I love tulips and the Orange City Tulip Festival coming, and all of a sudden in the mail comes this cute little package of tiny little wooden shoes, and I have them displayed already. That's just Brenda. She's like, I knew Belle would love these, and so she sent them to me. So sweet. So how you can get the 3 cards that I've made so far, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for Brenda's Party is just place a minimum $25 order using her special host code, or if you need help, let me know and I can help you order. And just make sure that you tell me which host code you want to use, because I have Lois is still going from last week, and now I have Brenda's going from this week, and I've already started Linda Sampson's for next week too. So with different host codes, I want to make sure that every party's getting the credit that you are wanting it to go towards. And Lois will be wrapping up her party the end of next week. My other 2 hostesses at the end of the month. So next week I will be back to you on Tuesday. I'll demo Linda's cards Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so today's Thursday, so I kind of get a long weekend. Actually, I'm going to do a lot of stamping because I have a lot of cards to make and get out to you guys. Thanks so much for supporting not only me, but my fantastic hostesses that have stepped up to host. It's been exciting to see that support from everybody for everybody. So thanks so much. Have a good night. Bye-bye.